Okay guys, so I just made a video a little while ago, which is probably uploading now, about belief versus brainwashing. And I just wanted to touch on the concept. Right now the gay parade is happening behind me. Tons of people are walking over there right now. I'm actually going to mount a television after helping somebody study for their health insurance test, which is the variety of tasks that I'm contracted to do. But we were talking about monogamy and how monogamy is a program, and I'm looking at everybody walking through the gay parade, and I'm thinking to myself how amazing life would be if you weren't limited in sexuality of who you can love. Imagine just growing up and being a kid and you like a girl because she's your first friend, but then you meet a guy who you think is awesome, and then you start loving him. But then after that, you break up with that person, then you go and you meet somebody else and you love them. And it's just being with the person that loves you the most, that respects you the most and treats you well. Because it's based on love and energy and attention and affection. And the reason I bring that up is because I was just listening to Mary J. Blige's song, Love Yourself. And everyone keeps telling me, you have to love yourself before you can love someone else. And I'm like, look, I know how to love people and I love myself. And the reason I fell in love with the last person is because they were the male version of me, and I love myself so much that clearly I fell in love with them, because it's finally I met somebody who's not like me but is like me. You know what I mean? It's that's amazing, because I love myself so much. I want to be with myself. I don't want to be with my exact opposite, but it would be nice to be with someone who's different than me but not exactly different than me, right? So I have a problem with people saying love yourself, because you can't love someone else until you love yourself. That's not true, because you can love yourself so much, but if the person you love is so unbelievably selfish and loves themselves so much that they're the center of attention, that they can't offer you or reciprocate love with you because they're too busy like a bee landing on every single flower and trying to pollinate all of them, that they can't reciprocate love with you, I think that's a problem. I am a fan of monogamy. I'm a fan of monogamy, but not sexuality. So you can date whoever you love and whoever loves you back. I'm 100% advocate of that. I don't care what sex they are. But I have a problem with people dating multiple people at the same time. And it's not because I'm not prejudiced to it. I don't not like people because they do it. It's because it goes back to the belief about energy and reciprocation. If you want to be in a relationship and get the most out of it, in my opinion, everybody's experience is different, there has to be reciprocated energy. It has to be I give, you give, I give, you give, and then we both take from each other. And then of course in life you meet other people, and then they might give you energy, and then you might give them energy, but at the end of the day, when you go home to snuggle with the person that you love the most, and you're reciprocating that energy while you're sleeping, because it's unconscious that you're doing that, it's a better, deeper, stronger energy, and this is my opinion, when it's a monogamous relationship. Now, if you were to do that with someone that you just met, can you get the same amount of energy? You can get energy, but it's not going to be that deep knowing, when you see couples together for 30, 40 years, happy couples. That's a reciprocation of energy for 30, 40 years. And yes, they've gone through ups and downs and hard times, but it's a reciprocation of energy. And there's just something about a monogamous, it's a choice. It's not oh, I'm in this because I got married and now I'm stuck. No, it's I chose, above all of the people I've met through my entire life, this person to exchange energy with on a reciprocated basis. And out of all the people that I will give energy to, because you do give energy, whether you're a teacher, you're a performer, you're a friend, you're a family member, you're always giving love and energy to people. But at the end of the day, the person that I exchange the most energy with, back and forth, is my partner. So I, being the person that I am, I know that I'm exchange the best energy, and I'm my best version of myself when I exchange energy with one person who understands me. And I say that because I feel there's a lot of people, part of the reason I started the intimacy school is people don't understand intimacy and what that means. And it's really an exchange, not of energy, but of time, effort, love, intimacy. That's all intimacy. Some people would say energy, some people would say affection, Other people, it's touch, taste, feel, you know? It's a combination of all these things. But it's more intense when you're with somebody that you trust, you love, and that understands you. It's fact. You know, there are some people that meet a stranger and they have this amazing experience. But the question is, do they stay with the stranger, or was it just a moment? Because if it was just a moment, there's a difference between that and then the person that you're with long term, the person you choose to be with long term. Anybody can have a spontaneous encounter with somebody and then be intimate with them and have this reciprocation of energy, and it be like one of the most amazing feelings that you've had in the entire existence of your life. And then there's other people that can do that every day with each other. And that's what I'm talking about when I say I'm an advocate of monogamy, is that ability to find that person. Like, I found my person, and we are constantly filling each other up with love and attention and affection and motivation and positive, you know, messages back and forth, making sure that we're building each other up and loving each other. And of course you can do that with your friends, your family, your children, but there's a difference when you find that one person. And of course sometimes it doesn't last. Sometimes you only get that person for 5 to 10 years, then you get divorced, and then you find that again with someone else. I'm not saying that you have to be with that one person for the rest of your life, although ideally I hope that's what happens to me, because I've been waiting so long. It would be nice to just find somebody and be with them forever. But it could be a year, it could be 6 months, it could be 3 years, it could be 10 years, you don't know. But in that time frame that you are with that person, that reciprocation of energy is magical. It's amazing. It's fulfilling. Because somebody was telling me, we were talking about, oh, my friend Michelle, it was my birthday yesterday, and I kept it very low key. I just spent the day with my best friend and my family. That was it. Nobody else. No partying, no nothing. I was in bed by 10 o'clock. You know, the first thing I did in the morning was I picked up my family, went to a temple, got a blessing, went out to lunch. Like, it was so easy. Because that's what I wanted. I wanted a very intimate, small gathering with my friends and my family, the people that I know that have been there and will be there, you know, in the long run. And have chosen to be with me. Some of my good friends were also out of town. Others, whatever. So I just wanted it to be very small this year, because this is what I want this year to be, is with friends and family, and to be very intimate. I'm focusing a lot on the intimacy school and trying to create these webinars so that people can get the exposure that they need. Of course, it's going to be, you know, the coaches and doctors and professors, and they're the ones that are going to be doing the webinars, not me. I'm not that. I'm a coordinator of people. So I wanted to just be around my friends and my family and keep it very intimate, keep it very personal, keep it positive, you know? And that's what a lot of people fail to realize, is that intimacy isn't sex, or it isn't just sex. It isn't just holding hands and kissing. It's being able to look at somebody and know and understand them. That's the truest form of intimacy, is to be able to sit in a room with somebody so quietly and so purely and exchange energy and know them without knowing them. So I'm an advocate of monogamy. I understand that there's a large number of people, some of my friends, and I love them no matter what, that are in polyamorous relationships, and it works for them. And I think that the reason that it works for them is because I'm in love with love. So I get teary when the truest form and source of love is around me, or I remember it. So I apologize, sorry. But I was just remembering somebody that I had that with, and it was overwhelming. But anyway, the polyamorous relationships, I think, are great learning tools where you can learn to love multiple people at once, because each person in each relationship teaches you a different form of intimacy, and it teaches you to be open and honest, and it prepares you for the next level of relationships. I personally, and I'm looking forward to this, but I haven't met many people that are in polyamorous relationships long term. Like, you see them, the Mormons and stuff, but I haven't actually interviewed or met them. Or I've met people that have been in polyamorous relationships, but they're no longer, and now they're with one person, or, you know, they're single. So I'm speaking based on what I have experienced. But I know that those people, they learned a lot from their relationship. And I think sometimes in the journey that everyone takes, you may have to be in a polyamorous relationship in order for you to learn what you need to learn, because you're not going to learn it from one person. You need to learn it from a multitude of people until you can get to where you need to be on your journey. So I can respect that and I understand that. It has not been my situation. And I don't believe it's going to be my situation in this life, but let me tell you, God totally doesn't care what your plan is. He doesn't care what you want. He's like, I'm going to do what needs to be done so that you can do your mission of why you're here, you know, or you can do or achieve whatever you need to achieve. You know, I'm going to help you get what you want, but it's not going to go according to the way you planned it. So I don't know. I might end up in a polyamorous relationship at some point in my life. I have no idea. I might end up with a girl. I don't know, you know, but at this point in my life, no. But you never know. You really don't. So I just wanted to share that with people, because we were talking about intimacy before. Oh no, we were talking about energy before. We were talking about belief versus brainwashing. And it's like, what is your truth? Is your truth to be in a polyamorous relationship? Is your truth to just love people freely and not be committed to anyone? Is your truth to find that one person and exchange that energy, because you know together you're a force to be reckoned with, and you'll be able to do more together than you could if you were individuals? And that energy that you guys create turns into like a nuclear force to be reckoned with that allows you to rock it out. You know, I don't know. Everybody's journey is individual and specific to that person. But I can just share with you what I've seen through my journey and those of the people that I've met. And I definitely wanted to share that about intimacy, monogamy, polyamory, the journey, the growth, what people need, love, you know, like what the definition of intimacy is, because it's not just that. It's communication. It's body, mind, and spirit, touch, taste, feel, connection. It's a culmination of all the senses. It's a combination of so many different things. So I just wanted to go over that with you guys. And now I'm gonna go back to TV. Catch you later, guys. Bye.